Let's take talk of that. Alright, I'll read that. We have since learned that such structures were brought into being by an organization known as the Telephoroi. The Telephoroi's stated purpose is to recreate the final days of eons past, an apocalyptic event that would result in the destruction of all things we hold dear. Already have these towers and theirs been the cause of untold suffering. Countless innocents kidnapped and imprisoned, the faith perverted for primal summonings. And unless we find a way to deal with the corruptive aura surrounding the spires, we can't even get close to enough to rescue anyone. Those shielded with the blessing of light seem able to resist being tempered at least. But after what happened to Arenvald and Fordola, we need to be very, very careful about how we proceed. Sure. Yet while these threats close to home are of paramount concern, we mustn't lose sight of the situation in Gunma. Shit is fucked. As you know, the Telephoroi are under the leadership of Fan Daniel and one other delightful fellow, Sinos Ye Galvis, the crown prince of our dear friend. To date, he's reclaimed his old body, murdered Emperor Varus, and plunged Garlemald into an even deeper pit of chaos. Wonderful. The capital has probably seen the worst of it. For a good while there, it saw the bloodiest fighting in the War of Succession, but that has since changed and in troubling ways. Ye for he and this and that I. During our reconnaissance, the air was not once rent by the barking of cannons or the cries of discord. 'Twas an eerie fog of silence which did blanket the ruined city. The inhabitants appeared to have been tempered, and with narier words spoken did they labor to transform the palace into a soaring edifice born of nightmares. If they were indeed made thralls, it seems safe to assume that these events too were orchestrated by the Telephoroi. Yeah, that about adds it up. An army of primals is awful enough, but in light of recent developments, I fear it is only the prelude to an even greater catastrophe. We need to devise a means to counter this threat quickly, before our allies are overwhelmed. We will find a way in Charlian, I am sure. Sure, Master Fortunat's comments regarding the final days were curious to say the least. The forum knows more than it is letting on. Who this? Sorry to interrupt. Tataru! We've just received word from Mistress Krill. She says that arrangements for your visit have been finalized. You're to head to Limsala and board the next ship bound for Charlian. Oh shit. And on arrival present yourselves as associates of the students of Baldessian. Come to assist with the Order's restoration. Alright. Oh shit, the music. The arrangements may be settled, but what of your thoughts? They must race at the prospect of returning home after so long. I am eager to see it, of course. We should set off at once. Then I'll accompany you to the docks. You need at least one person there to wave and cry and wish you a safe journey. Aww. Alf, my boy. What is this? Lost notion. Lominsa. Ugh. It's snowing. No, yeah. What's supposed to go? Oops. Oh wow, that's useful. Very nice. Time to head out and Garatia. What do you gotta say? I never thought the day would come when I would be setting sail home again. It always seemed so very far away. Alright. Continue. Sea travel can be tedious, but I don't mind it. It's a rare experience for most as guardians. True. Thank you. Contrary to what you may think, this will be like going home for me as well. I may have learned how to survive in Laminsa, but it was in Charlian where I was taught, quite relentlessly might I add, the skills to properly live. I shudder to think what manner of truth awaiteth us beyond the indigo deep. Still more do I dread the prospect of discussions long overdue. What's up, waifu? I might have lived in Masamatoya's Cape for a good part of my life, but even for me, the thought of returning to Charlian is quite exciting. I can hardly imagine how it is for the others who lived most of their lives here. Healthy boy! Though a part of me looks forward to returning home, I've not forgotten that my father stripped us of the privileges our family, of our privileges, of the privileges of our family name. I hope it doesn't cause trouble with the officials upon our arrival. Whatever, bruh. All I say. What a grim reason to bring you to Charlian. Not much to be done about it, I suppose. But I would have liked to give you the grand tour under happier circumstances. Understandable. Tataru! We'll see you once we return. Everyone's here, which is good, because I've already paid for your passage, and the fee is non-refundable. The ship to Charlian should be pulling into port soon, so please follow me and have all your luggage close at hand. Bruh, going to a new motherfucking country.
They've almost finished loading our cargo. We should be ready to depart right on schedule, or so I'm told.
Excellent. 'Tis nice to have a smooth beginning to one's journey, at the very least.
It's funny.
It really is.
Master Louis Soir came here on a ship very much like this one.
Did he?
And now, years later, the street urchin he befriended that day is bound for his mentor's homeland. With his mentor's grandchildren, no less.
It's pretty crazy. The branches go far.
'Tis upon reflection that every twist of time's river and fate's whims are brought into sharp relief.
Whatever you just said, bro.
Thou hast matured much in the intervening years. Wert thou not caught attempting to relieve Master Louisoix of his purse scant moments after he made landfall upon this dock?
Bro, look at his face. He's like, whatever, bro. It happens.
Oh, really? Now that's a tale I'd like to hear.
She would. He's like, bruh. I was broke back then.
Will this be your first visit to Charlian, Sir Estinian? Sir Estinian?
Are we strangers newly met? Why this stiff formality?
Facts. We didn't have a whole expansion.
Merely meant it as a professional courtesy, since we are now colleagues in an official sense.
I'd rather you dispense with the sirs, especially in private company. Or I'll be forced to respond in kind. Little Lord Alphino.
Little Lord.
You've made your point, Estinian. Painfully well.
Better.
Thor's like, oh, I'm worried. Don't worry.
Are you alright, Tataru? You seem positively distraught.
Obviously.
Distraught? Me? Don't be silly. I think it's lovely that they get to see their homeland. It's just, we're trying to thwart the schemes of an army hellbent on destroying the world. And once again, I have to stay behind and worry that this is the last time I'll get to see my friends.
Aww. I'll bring them back safe and sound, I promise. No sense in worrying about things we're powerless to change. I promise.
I'll hold you to that.
You know it. Come on, baby. Somewhere I like.
You're still here.
Of course. My boys.
Hori! Coulternay! What brings you all this way?
We're to assist the Maelstrom and the Kobolds with a lunar primal operation, so we thought we'd see you off before heading to the tower. Flamine and the others wish you all a safe journey, and promise that they'll look after things here until you return. We will too, of course. Aye. We, your fellow Scions of the Seventh Dawn, will do our part to ensure the end of the world won't happen on our watch.
Gun on you, bro. Keep shit on the hold down.
Set the sail.
On this side.
All aboard for Charlian.
All aboard.
It's time.
It is indeed.
Then we must delay no longer. We will contact you the moment we learn aught of value. Wish us luck.
Have a safe journey, and please, please, be careful.
On to new lands. In search of adventure. Oh shit, here we go again.
And so you venture forth unto the unknown. A fate beyond the horizon that cannot be divined. A future undefined and in flux. In uncertain times, naught but the simplest words of wisdom will suffice. That which lives is destined to die. Love leads to loss. Every beginning has an end. treasure every moment, every step of your descent. And there, in the depths where souls and stars rest, find your truth.
Dang it. Travel for days on a boat. Would have thought maybe might have been like a month on sea, traveling at sea. Maybe a couple weeks, 1 or 2 weeks of traveling to cross from the practically the south all the way to the north on the ocean. It's pretty far.
Here. Feel.